really out here trying to fight any and everybody, bro. No cap. They can't. Nobody beat me. I'm the best in this sport. And I'm trying to show that. Let me show it, Devin.
I'm the guy who beat the best guy in the division. He beat the worst guy in the division. I'm the guy on the pound-for-pound list. So if anybody's an A-side, it's me.
Keyshawn Davis accepts the chance to step in after Devin Haney throws out a fight challenge, which leads to a tense moment live. The situation turns intense very fast as both sides take it beyond just talking, and even with music playing, it feels like they are setting up a real fight in the ring.
The call out. You were smooth, calm. I want Devin Haney. Is there any history that we don't know about?
Which I knew, like, oh, you probably scared of oh, you probably got something to her. I don't know what it was. But I never seen Bill show me so much love and Devin didn't. Yes, I want to fight Devin Haney. Yeah. Yes.
I like the way kind of Ben sounds too. I think that would be phenomenal.
Keyshawn Davis, during a heated live exchange, made it clear he is not intimidated by Devin Haney, and he even welcomed the idea of facing him. He acknowledged Haney's elite achievements and his experience at the top level. Davis still backed his own confidence and said he believes he belongs in the same conversations and can compete with the best. He suggested that Haney has had a carefully managed path through the rankings. At the same time, he admitted that stepping into fights like this is what defines a real champion. The confrontation showed Davis' self-belief as he pushed back against the idea that Haney is untouchable and positioned himself as someone ready for the challenge.
Nah.
No, but you can't say in a position.
We can't say Devin ducking. We can't say Devin ducking.
Okay, I can't say it.
Because he's already has a track record of fighting those fights. That's it. He's fighting Ryan.
Bro, let me bring something down to you. And all respect to you, Devin, because y'all are great businessmen over there. But bro, they know exactly what they're doing. The reason why they try to go up and get another champion at 54, right? You better choose Xander. You better choose Xander. Like, they know how to pick him, gang. Think about me. Let's talk about my track.
Keyshawn Davis has officially called out Devin Haney on Instagram, sparking immediate buzz across the boxing world. Davis made it clear he is ready for the challenge and believes he belongs at elite level alongside established champions like Haney. The call-out quickly gained attention as fans and analysts debated whether Haney would respond or accept the challenge, with many seeing it as a potential major fight in the making. Davis' message carried strong confidence, showing he is no longer just rising through ranks, but actively targeting the biggest names in the division. With Haney already proven at top level and Davis building momentum, this public call-out adds another layer of intrigue to the lightweight scene. If the fight materializes, it could become a defining moment for both fighters and a serious test of where Davis truly stands among the elite. What made the situation even more interesting was Haney's immediate response, simply replying "Sean," which turned the call-out into a real potential matchup discussion. The exchange showed both fighters' confidence and willingness to face each other without hesitation. Davis has been vocal about wanting top-tier competition, while Haney remains one of the most established names in the division. With both sides showing interest, fans are now seriously talking about the possibility of the fight becoming reality. If it gets made, it would be a major test and a high-profile clash in the lightweight landscape. According to multiple reports, the World Boxing Organization is expected to order Devin Haney to face Keyshawn Davis in a major welterweight clash that could take place as early as August, after Davis was recently elevated to the WBO #1 contender spot, making him the mandatory challenger for Haney world title. Davis, a former WBO lightweight champion and Olympic silver medalist, has quickly risen through the ranks with impressive wins and is now being positioned for a shot at the welterweight crown despite only a short run at higher weights. He has shown skill, pressure, and ring IQ that have convinced the World Boxing Organization he is ready for a world title opportunity at 147 pounds.
WBO has elevated Keyshawn Davis, the former lightweight champion, all the way to #1 in the welterweight rankings under new champion Devin Haney. This is great news that could portend a super fight between Davis and Haney. And let's be honest, you may be asking like, hey, why are you doing this? Keyshawn Davis just went up to 140 pounds. Well, like he struggled at lightweight, he actually didn't make weight on the first attempt at 140 either. And he really feels more comfortable up at welterweight. The WBO is giving him the benefit of the doubt and really supporting him in a really strong way here, because there were other candidates that could have been going to this #1 spot. Manny Pacquiao, who fought Mario Barrios to a draw last year. You've got Brian Norman Jr., who was previously defeated by Haney. Arnold Barbosa, same thing, has a recent victory but has a loss before.
Devin Haney, meanwhile, is coming off a strong run in multiple weight classes, and he has become a 3-division world champion. He is now operating as WBO welterweight champion. Haney is seen as one of the most skilled technical boxers in the sport. He is known for his discipline and jab control and defensive awareness. However, the potential matchup with Keyshawn Davis brings a new and dangerous test. Davis brings youth momentum and an aggressive style that is very different from Haney's calculated approach. Early reactions from the boxing world say this could be a very competitive fight, and opinions are divided on whether Davis is ready for this level.
The most qualified person to be number one is Keyshawn Davis, and I would expect the fact that he's number one, there should be an order. I would imagine in short order for Keyshawn Davis to be fighting Devin Haney. What a super fight that would be. Two young lions really ready to go at it, and I think it'd be a great thing for the.
And Keyshawn Davis continues to build strong confidence around his performances as he speaks openly about his recent run in the sport. He has highlighted his ability to dominate opponents, pointing to a stretch where he has been stopping fighters who previously had never been finished or even dropped. Davis also emphasizes the level of control and sharpness he believes he brings inside the ring, mentioning attributes like speed, timing, and ring intelligence as key parts of his game with each outing. His self-belief and reputation are growing as he positions himself as a serious name in the division. As conversations continue around future matchups, Davis presents himself as a fighter fully aware of his strengths and ready for bigger challenges ahead.
Probably see somebody that could get hit.
Do your track record, right? My last 3 opponents never been stopped.
Yeah, you stopped.
Never been dropped. I stopped my last 3 opponents that never hit the deck. I stopped them. Forget hitting the deck. I stopped them. Conor could be the next one. My jab is amazing. I sized him up already. He's a little 147 guy. He's not no big 147.
Davis has often spoken about the importance of being surrounded by a strong team and experienced coaches who truly understand the sport at a deep level. This environment has played a key role in shaping his development, giving him structure, guidance, and direction as he continues to grow in his career. Davis also values learning from people who have already gone through the journey he is still chasing, using that experience to sharpen his own mindset and approach as his career moves forward. This strong foundation is becoming a major part of his rise through the ranks.
Coaches that love the sport of boxing, maybe even more than me, you know what I'm saying? And for me, clicking with Bo McDim in the first place, I just felt like I needed a team that's superior, so they've been there before, somewhere I haven't gotten yet, you know what I'm saying? So they can direct me to where I got to. So at a certain point, man, it's just like, all right, cool. I learned a lot from these guys. And I also got inspired by these guys, by them doing it together, because they wasn't the best team coming into the sport. They grew into that, you know? So I see that. I was like, man, I want to do that for my team. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I kicked it to him just.
Again, Davis keeps building strong momentum in the lightweight division as his performances start getting more attention across boxing. He has shown real confidence in his recent run, pointing to his ability to break down opponents and finish fights that others were unable to stop. With an undefeated record and a growing number of knockouts, his name is starting to stand out more in conversations about rising contenders. Davis is also beginning to see himself mentioned alongside higher-level fighters and champions, which shows how quickly his profile is rising in the sport. As his career develops, expectations are growing around how far his power and skill set can take him at the elite level.
I think your skill level is up to par with his skill level.
I think I'm the best in boxing. These undisputed champions, I'm being compared with these champions. I'm being compared with these superior fighters. People we talk about right now got 10 plus fights more than me. The people we talk about right now went pro at 2016. I went pro in 2021. Like, I skipped the line. I surpassed a lot of people, and thank God that I'm blessed enough that I got the skill and ability to be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hot right now, and I'm hot for a real reason, bro. So, yes, I'm the best in boxing, and I'm gonna continue to keep showing y'all that.
Then he continues to show strong belief in both his ability and his journey inside the sport. He often talks about how his mindset, discipline, and personal changes have all played a major role in bringing him to this stage of his career. Davis has shown confidence going into fights, feeling ready and focused on delivering dominant performances when it matters most. His recent success also reflects the hard work he and his team have put in, along with his belief that everything is happening for a reason. As he moves forward in his career, his performances and mindset are starting to match the expectations building around him as a rising contender. Meanwhile, in an interview with Shannon Sharpe and Chad Davis, said the fight has been long overdue, and he had already been waiting for the matchup with Haney, especially after the controversy.
God put me in this position for a real reason. Honestly, from the very beginning, from me changing everything around me and just coming into this fight, I knew I was in this position for a real reason. And just coming into the fight, I knew I was confident. I knew I was going to win in convincing fashion, honestly. And It just showed up that way, honestly. And it's crazy because, like, I was telling my team, like, I always dreamed to have, like, a 12-round last-minute, like, stoppage. Like, I always dreamed of that. You know what I'm saying? So, for my first fight coming back off of this long layoff, man, it's nothing but God, for sure.
Keyshawn Davis continues to rise as one of the most talked about young fighters in boxing with growing attention around the biggest names in his division. He has made it clear in recent interviews that some matchups have been building for a long time, especially when it comes to facing top-level opposition. His confidence, timing, and willingness to call for these fights show a fighter who is ready to step into higher pressure situations as his career develops. Talks around major fights and long-awaited clashes are becoming more frequent and more serious.
If Haney fight doesn't happen, is that someone you like to fight?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'd love to fight Devin Haney. Me and Devin been had a little controversy back and forth for some years now. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. And you know, Bill and Haney been in my DMs, you know, DM me and stuff like that. So I already knew like what they was coming to the fight for. I'm gonna be real with you. They was coming to fight to watch me, for sure. And since that I won in spectacular fashion, I feel like, you know, let's get it on, let's fight. You know?
Devin Haney responds with strong confidence when talking about Keyshawn Davis and his place in the division. He makes it clear that in his view he is still the #1 fighter in the weight class and the one who has proven himself against the highest level of opposition. Haney points to his wins over top contenders and established champions, saying this is what separates him from the rest of the division. He also highlights his position on the pound-for-pound list as proof of his elite status in boxing, suggesting that no rising fighter can be placed ahead of him when it comes to achievements and experience. In Haney's eyes, discussions about other contenders do not change the reality that he is the proven champion at the top. He sees himself as the benchmark of the division, confident that his resume and accomplishments speak for themselves against anyone calling him out, including Keyshawn Davis.
I feel like the worst could already happen already. So when I go into these fights, I feel like, you know, that was the worst that could happen. And pretty much I just go in there with that mindset, and I feel like no one can beat me.
Experience is the best teacher. Before we let you go, Devin, we understand you have a special announcement you'd like.
Bill Haney has added more fuel to the ongoing conversation around possible matchups involving Devin Haney with Keyshawn Davis now being mentioned among the names in discussion. The situation reflects growing tension around top young fighters and the opportunities being talked about at the highest level of the division. Haney has also stressed the importance of stepping up when big chances are available, saying these are the kinds of fights that define careers as both fighters continue to rise. Talk around this matchup is becoming more frequent, with fans and analysts debating how it would play out at elite level.
Sean, you know you didn't have to fight this guy that you're fighting right now. You know you could be fighting Devin next, right?
Other way, but listen, you still got an opportunity when you go handle your business right here, because you know me and you in the DMs, correct? And you know you told me that you would look like an opportunity. I believe you.
Not Jermaine. Now what we doing?
The same thing that we talked about we were going to do in the DM before you picked your
So
man.
2026, we doing it.
You promise?
You promise. You the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it. Good luck, handle that business, okay? All right.
The WBO has created major discussion in the boxing world after placing Keyshawn Davis at the top of the welterweight rankings, immediately making him a leading challenger in the division. Davis, who is still undefeated with a strong knockout record, is now being linked with top-level names at 147 pounds. As his rise continues at a fast pace, this decision has added even more attention to how quickly he is moving through weight classes and stepping into elite conversations. At the same time, it also puts focus on established champions like Devin Haney, setting the stage for possible future clashes between rising talent and proven world-level fighters.
Keyshawn Davis at #1 in the rankings at welterweight, making him the #1 challenger for first ballot Hall of Famer, undefeated 3-division champion, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, and reigning WBO welterweight world champion, superstar boxer who is top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Devin the Dream.
Meanwhile, coach Derek Bozienis has shared his thoughts on a possible fight between Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. As the debate around this matchup continues to grow, he breaks the fight down from a tactical angle and explains how important style will be in this clash. Bozie makes it clear that Keyshawn Davis is a serious threat and not an easy opponent for Haney. He believes Davis has the skill, timing, and confidence to cause real problems if Haney makes mistakes or gets pulled into the wrong kind of fight in his view. Davis is dangerous at any range and can take control if the fight becomes more open as more experts give their opinions. Bozy comments show strong respect for Keyshawn and highlight him as a real challenge in this matchup.
That's a great fight, man. Because Devin a good boxer, Keyshawn, he boxed and he'll fight you inside. So I think that'll be a great fight, man. I think it'll be a great fight.
Who has the edge now?
I think it all depends on what Keyshawn does. Is he going to box him or he going to walk him down, or you know what I mean? And then what you call him? Really, he's like a great boxer, right? He'll box you and move, and you know he's smart. Keyshawn also that too. But if I were to put my money down on it, I'll put my money on Keyshawn, walking him down. You know what I mean? Even though he like to box, though, but I think he'll try to walk Devin down.
Zab Judah has also shared his reaction to recent comments involving Keyshawn Davis and the type of opponents he is looking at. Moving forward, the discussion points to a fighter mindset focused on moving up levels and not wasting time on fights that do not add value to a career. Judah suggests that Davis is more interested in facing stronger proven competition rather than taking on lower level names. He also talks about Davis' power and how it can change the feeling inside the ring when punches land clean. As conversations around Davis continue to grow, this kind of perspective adds more attention to how he is being seen as a rising force in the division.
The guy that beat him, Calvin Davis.
Keyshawn, yeah. We don't want to fight no losers. I mean, I think we. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to fight no losers. He want to fight only winners to go up. You know, the power that Keyshawn had earlier, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can get hit with shots and go, oh shit, it was a hit. You know what I'm saying? But you might not show it. You know what I mean? So he could have got hit with some hard punches and was like, you know what? I'm gonna rock him, but I'm gonna be very cautious on how I proceed to, you know what I'm saying, to execute.
Then Okoye has also shared his thoughts on a fight between Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis, offering a detailed breakdown of how the matchup could play out. While he gives full respect to Haney's achievements as a champion and one of the most skilled boxers of his generation, he believes Keyshawn brings a unique set of tools that could make the fight very competitive. Okoye points to Davis' overall skill set, ring awareness, and ability to adjust during fights as qualities that set him apart from many contenders. He sees Keyshawn as one of the most complete fighters in the sport today, capable of testing even the biggest names in the division. As discussion around this matchup continues to grow, opinions like Okoye's show why so many people view Davis as a serious threat at the highest level.
I like Keyshawn, man. Obviously, I like his game, and I'm one of the people who really respect Haney too. So that fight will be a good fight. You know what I mean? I hope they do it. You know what I mean? If they do, they're moving up to 47 so fast. I know people got questions about it, but skill set wise, you know what I mean? He's skilled enough to do it, and I think that it would be good for boxing. So I would want to see it if that's what you're asking. But as far as who would win it, I really don't know, man. Like that's a good, compelling fight where style-wise, you know, you got traits on both sides. I think they both got good heart, both got good jabs, good quick reflexes. I think, you know, just natural ability-wise, Keyshawn definitely got the edge with that because Keyshawn made guys who are top athletes look.
Make sure to check out our other videos shown on the screen.